swinging in, and it is a fair ball, and Wayzata wins it. Champlin Park back to state for the third straight year.
Hello and welcome to Sports Jam for the week of May 7th. I'm John Jacobson.
I'm Jay Wilcox. Plenty of highlights on the program today, and we'll meet a Maple Grove two-sport standout who is part of a successful Crimson athletic family.
Plus, we'll hear from 4 local Athena Award winners. We'll get started with lacrosse. The Osseo Park Center boys team scored a nice win over rival Maple Grove Friday night. Saturday, they faced a Rogers team that will be part of the Northwest Suburban Conference in 2 years. Rogers head coach Kyle Thicken on the left, a 2006 Osseo grad, going against his old head coach, OPC's Darren Nelson. First quarter, OPC's number 13, Damon Lingeson, getting around a couple of defenders, rips that shot home, and it's 3-2. A couple of minutes later, they tie it up. Chris Curis uses the defender as a screen and goes low with his shot, and that makes it 3-3. Rogers' Michael Van Stelten puts the Royals ahead for good late in the first quarter, scoring his third goal of the day, and it's 4-3 Rogers after one. Curis had a big day for Osseo Park Center. He fires and scores another of his 5 goals in this shot. OPC's back to within one at 6-5. But the Royals get the final 2 goals of the first half. Jacob Bourne converts the pass here and scores to make it 8-5 at halftime. Rogers goes on to beat Osseo Park Center 11-8. The Royals are now 4-1 on the season.
The Wayzata boys lacrosse team is playing well this season after a third-place finish at state a season ago. The Trojans on the road against Hopkins in this one. First quarter, and Braden Nelson feeds a pass to Brooks Hansen, who fires and scores and gives the Trojans a 1-0 lead. A few minutes later, it's Hansen giving a pass to Nelson, who scores from a sharp angle here, and it's 2-0, one of 5 assists for Hansen on the night. Later in the quarter, Hansen gives it to Dalton Sees, and the senior delivers Wayzata's 4th goal of the first quarter. It's 4-0 Trojans after one. Second quarter, Wayzata's Chris Thomas wins the faceoff, and he is off and running. He takes it all the way himself before firing the shot home to give Wayzata a 6-0 lead. They go on to a 17-0 win, and they added a win over Eden Prairie on Thursday. Now to softball. Wayzata's had some struggles in the first part of the season. They were in a thriller on Friday. The Trojans playing host to Edina. In the bottom of the first, Alexis Olfke of Wayzata hustles home on the ground ball and beats the throw. The Trojans lead 4-0 after an inning. To the bottom of the third, Edina's Katie Simon makes a nice diving catch on Vanessa Sivet's fly ball, but Olfke tags up and scores for a 5-1 Wayzata lead. In the top of the fourth, Edina's Allie Mae rips the hit, 2-run score, cutting Wayzata's lead to 5-3. Then in the fifth, the Hornets get 4 runs. Maddie Johnson with the run-scoring hit here as Edina takes a 7-5 lead after 4.5. The bottom of the fifth, Sivets with another sac fly that brings home Olfke again and cuts the lead back down to 1 run, but Edina holds on to win it. 8-7 is the final.
In the Northwest Suburban Conference, Champlin Park and Totino Grace have had wildly different starts to the season. The Rebels came into the game at Totino last week having already played a dozen games, while Grace, with a lot of early postponements, was playing just their 4th game of the season. Leading 1-0 in the top of the second, Champlin Park's Aaron Reardon with a single to left center field. Hannah Noah and Molly Trullinger both score on the hit, and the Rebels lead 3-0 after 2. Third inning, Totino's Ella Ebensteiner drives a ball to the fence in right center. Lauren Sheneman, who had walked to lead off the inning, scores all the way from first base, and it's 3-1. Jump ahead to the 5th inning with the Eagles trailing by 1. Brianna Glenn's single up the middle plates Ebensteiner, tying the game at 3. Same score in the top of the 7th inning. Reardon at the plate. She'll fly out here to center field. Despite a strong throw from Madison Dorn to the plate, it's not in time to get Ella Berge tagging up from third. That's the winning run. Champlin Park takes it 4-3, and it's been a wild and hectic start to the Rebels season.
It's been going fast, but I feel like we've been growing as a team even though we're younger, and a lot of us have been friends, so we've been really gelling together as a team. It's a big win. It gets us going because we've been a little rocky, but now we just want to win more games as the weeks go on.
Well, Maple Grove is in the top 10 in the Class 4A softball rankings. They faced another good Northwest suburban foe when they hosted a previously unbeaten Elk River. The Elks' Caitlin Tran burns the Crimson slap defense, slicing it past the drawn-in outfielders for a triple. She scores on a wild pitch for a 1-0 lead in the first. Maple Grove comes back, though. Ava Dueck drives a fly ball to deep right field. It stays in the park, but it's deep enough to score Jade Tomaszek. It's a sacrifice fly, and it's 1-1 through 1 inning. It stays that way until the 5th, and Sophie Culhane comes through. Her bases-loaded blooper drops in. 2-run score. Maple Grove takes a 3-1 lead. Elk River comes back in the 6th inning as Olivia Grev tags it a long way. Kincaid Strain scores on Grev's double. The Elks are within 3-2. But pitcher Dueck keeps them off the board from there and gets some help in the 7th. Right fielder Mavis Sachs makes the catch here and doubles the runner off first to end the game. And Maple Grove wins at 3-2.
In Metro West Conference softball, Benilde St. Margaret's is trying to keep pace with the top 2 teams, Chanhassen and Wilmington Jefferson. Red Knights hosted Cooper in the team's second meeting this season. Cooper gets on the board in the second by starting a runner from first. The throw into center field. Elliot Zerbeck comes in to score from third, and it's 1-0 Hawks. Some good defense here. Shortstop Zubik with a nice backhander gets the force play at second to help her team stay in the lead. But in the 4th, that changes in a big way. Sarah Houlihan drives it a long way for a grand slam. The Red Knights surge into the lead 4-1, and they're not done in this inning. Tibby Stewart at the plate delivers another run as she shingles to center to bring Hannah Nichols home. And they'll get 7 runs total in the 4th. They take control of the game. Red Knights go on to win this one over Cooper. 10-1 is the final. And Benilde will be tested this week. Jay, they got Chanhassen and Jefferson coming up on their schedule.
And that's right. The conference races are starting to take shape. It's a really fast-moving spring season so far. Stay with us. We'll have baseball highlights. Plus, we celebrate the annual Athena Awards when Sports Jam continues. Welcome back to Sports Jam. And John, we saw a lot of talented athletes in one room on Friday.
That's right. The Athena Awards, always a great event. Some 45 years after it had started, it is still going strong. 54 seniors, 1 each from the Minneapolis high schools and the schools in the surrounding suburbs were honored. Girls are chosen by coaches and administrators at their schools. We'll hear from 4 girls from the area and look at all of the local winners later in the show.
Now to baseball. Benilde St. Margaret's enters the week in 2nd place in the Metro West Conference. They face Cooper in a doubleheader on Friday. Game 1, and Benilde jumps on the Hawks early. Henry Wolf slices a hit to left in the top of the 1st. Mason James scores, and Zach Carden isn't too far behind as the Red Knights get 3 in the 1st. And the 2nd inning is even better for Benilde. Carden tags it a long way to deep right center. That's a long run for the outfielders. James scores, and Carden reaches 3rd for a triple. BSM scores 5 to lead 8-0 after 2. And Carden delivers again in the 4th. This time he hits it more towards straightaway right field, and it is gone for a 2-run blast. Benilde takes a 10-0 lead on the Hawks. Cooper chips away. Owen Basri's hit is right over the 3rd base bag and into left field. 2-run score in the 4th and 2 more in the 5th for Cooper, but it's not enough, and they fall 10-4. Benilde also won Game 2. Also last week, Totino Grace played at Armstrong. In the top of the 1st, Grace's Quinn Gurman powers a fly ball to the gap to score Stephen Hand and Joey Linders. It's a double for Gurman, a 3-0 Eagles lead. The top of the 3rd, Jack Koken strikes a 2-out base hit to score Gurman for a 5-0 Eagles advantage. But in the bottom of the 3rd, it's time for an Armstrong rally. Eric Goldman's base hit scores Alex Proctor here for the Falcons. And Bjorn Jensen will line a hit just over the 3rd baseman to score Ulysses Ponce. The Falcons get 5 in the frame, and they tie this one up. The Eagles come right back in the top of the 4th. Jack Kraler drives a fly ball off the fence, and it'll score Daniel Clausen. A part of a 3-run inning, Grace goes up 8-5. But Brian Sobiek's team rallies again. Bottom of the 4th, Tyler Fliss's line drive off the shortstop's glove and down. Scores Mark Malik, and it's 8-8. Same score in the bottom of the 7th. Goldman rips the low pitch for a hit. Jordan Page comes around for the winning run as Armstrong wins a 9-8 thriller on Goldman's big hit.
The Park Center baseball team is coming on strong. They had a memorable week that included wins over both of the District 279 rivals. Osseo, the home team, even though they played this game at Park Center, bottom of the first, bases loaded. Osseo's Andrew Shaw driving it deep. 2-run score easily. Tim Lavin hustles around from first base to score as well. A 3-run double for Shaw. The Orioles take the lead. Top of the third, PC works the hit and run. Spencer Harrington finds the hole. Mitch Meyer scores, cutting the Osseo lead to 3-2. Tanner Sherva lifts a long fly ball to the right field fence, scoring Tanner Stein. The Pirates get 5 in the frame, and they take the lead. The Orioles rally back in the bottom of the third, but Park Center gets 1 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth. Riley Peterson's base hit scores Matt Spory for a 7-5 lead. Zach Pappy works the 7th for PC and gets a strikeout to end it as the Pirates win 9-5. They came back and beat Maple Grove on Thursday, 11-6. Wayzata's baseball team was swinging for its first Lake Conference win of the spring Thursday when they traveled to Edina to take on the Hornets. Bottom of the third inning, tied at 1. Charlie Fisher of Edina sending a fly ball to the gap to score Andrew Ank, and the Hornets lead at 2-1. Fourth inning, Wayzata's Tom Groshala rips the hit. Adam Castle hustles around from second base to score, and it's 2-all. Fifth inning, Edina with the go-ahead run at third. And Wayzata center fielder Charles Angel with a nice catch that ends the inning. But in the bottom of the seventh, Edina gets the winning run. Nick Azer comes through with a hit to score Jay Chorek, and the Hornets win it over Wayzata 3-2 the final.
In boys tennis, the Champlain Park Rebels are in a busy stretch that includes several makeup matches from earlier postponements. Champlain Park serving in the #1 doubles match against Andover. David Lammers and Max Coker playing for the Rebels as they go deep with the lob and then a volley at the net. That team beats Gunnar Knutson and Andrew Van in 3 sets. Second doubles, and Spencer Magpuri will serve for the Rebels. His partner Grant Hilbrands has quick hands at the net. He finishes the point with an overhead. The Rebels win over Nick Price and Reed down 6-2, 6-4. To first singles, and Andover's Willie Crone is in the far court against Dom Witt. Crone with a nice backhand slice for the point as he rallies after losing the first set, and he wins the match in 3 sets. Andover sweeps the singles on the way to a 5-2 win over the Rebels. And nice to get outside for some of those sunny days for these teams and for us too, let's be honest.
Yeah, it's been a good last couple of weeks, no doubt. Straight ahead in our Sports Jam Spotlight, we'll meet a lacrosse standout from Maple Grove who's following in the footsteps of her older siblings.
The Maple Grove girls lacrosse team is off to a great start this season with a 6-0 mark entering the week. One of the big reasons for the Crimson success is the subject of this week's Sports Jam Spotlight. She keeps the scoreboard operators busy for sure. Maple Grove junior Emily Herdine scored 64 goals last season and is well on the way to bettering that this spring, having topped 30 goals already. She also isn't bad as a passer.
My strengths as a player, I would say seeing the open players, I guess, and passing the ball off is one of my strengths.
If the Herdine name sounds familiar, it's because Emily's 2 older siblings excelled in multiple sports in the Maple Grove athletic program too. Brother Jake graduated in 2013 and sister Haley in 2016. They've had a lot of influence on Emily's career.
I mean, I grew up watching them always playing sports, my brother hockey and golf, and then Haley, my sister, playing hockey and lacrosse, and she's what really got me into lacrosse. And we used to always like pass the lacrosse ball when she was in high school, and so I think that really helped me, and she always was there, and so was Jake to help me.
I mean, it was just such a great opportunity as a coach to have a player like Haley Herdine in the program. I mean, not only her leadership, but just the sheer energy she brought every single day. And she's setting just about every single record we had in this program. And then to have, we used to call her Little Herdine, but man, she has sure showed that she is anything but little on the field. I think she is absolutely hands down one of the best players that have ever gone through Maple Grove lacrosse.
Maple Grove is off to a 6-0 start this season, and they've played in the past 2 state tournaments. Emily's played a big role in that success in ways that go beyond her goal-scoring prowess.
She's always super positive, and she's always the first one to be cheering you on, and she's always super supportive, and if you make a mistake, she's always there to like boost your self-esteem up.
She has a lot of her sister's attributes, but so much of her own uniqueness as well. She has so much energy. She's so positive. She's there 100% for her teammates. She can score and rip that shot from just about anywhere on the field.
As strong as she is as a lacrosse player, Herdine's other sport of hockey is just as important to her, and they go hand in hand.
I think they're pretty similar, actually. I mean, still like the hand position's pretty much the same. Just one's lower and one's higher, I guess. So I think definitely hockey and lacrosse carry over and help each other. Pretty equal. I'd say during lacrosse season, it's probably lacrosse. During hockey season, sometimes it's hockey, so pretty equal.
Quite a number of good female athletes at Maple Grove have resisted the trend toward focusing on one sport. No doubt it's been good for the lacrosse team.
For sure, I think it definitely makes it stronger because you don't, like, if you play one sport all the time, I feel like you kind of get sick of it. So I feel like you need that balance, and then the skills in one sport definitely carry over into another.
I am a huge supporter of two or multi-sport athletes. The hockey players I've noticed have some of the best stick work and best hands on the field. The basketball players have some of the best footwork in the D zone. And just so many, like Emily was saying, just so many of those skills transfer from sport to sport.
Emily's big goal for the Crimson is to get back to the state tournament in June and do a little better this time. She feels the gap is getting smaller between the top Northwest Suburban Conference teams and the state's elite squads.
Yeah, for sure. I think the gap is definitely closing, yeah. So I think that we can make it to the state tournament this year and do better than we have in the past.
Emily's sister Haley is playing hockey in college at Wisconsin River Falls. Maple Grove hosts Blaine in a key matchup for first place in the Northwest Suburban Conference Wednesday evening. John talks with 4 local Athena Award winners when Sports Jam returns.
Welcome back to Sports Jam. As you saw earlier in the program, the annual Athena Awards were held last Friday. We're honoring young women from throughout the Twin Cities, seniors from Minneapolis area high schools. And we'll start with Hopkins. Natalie DenHartog, first of all, congratulations on this honor. What does this mean to you?
Thank you. It means a lot. It's just really an honor to be voted to win this award by all the high school coaches at the school, and to kind of be put on a platform to be a good leader and a good role model for young female athletes. And it's just a lot of fun.
What did you know about this award before today?
Well, my brother actually won the Apollo Award in his day, so like I've always been thinking about it. It's always been kind of a goal, but the fact that it's a reality today and for the rest of the year is just really awesome.
As you look at the list of names, are there a lot of girls that they've competed against through the years?
Yeah, I definitely recognize some names, but overall it's just really cool to see like a great group of girls and a great group of athletes just get together and have a good day.
Tell us your plans for next year.
I'm going to go play softball at the U. Go Gophers.
Congratulations on today.
Thank you.
Meghan DuBois from Park Center, and senior year. It's just hard to believe that this day has come and you're at this day?
Yeah, it is hard to believe because, like, I know I'm going to reminisce, like, playing high school soccer and basketball. And, I don't know, it's just, like, fun to be here with everybody else and, like, remembering all the good times. It's really an honor to, like, know that I've won this and, like, worked for it.
For you, what's a favorite memory in high school sports?
Definitely just high school basketball in general. Like, it was like the best time of my life. Like, I enjoyed it. I know I'm going to miss it a lot.
How do you enjoy today? How do you compare today with some of those highlights you had in sports? I mean, it's a different kind of honor, but still a highlight for you in high school.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's like, it's cool to be here with everybody and like athletes that like I played against. So it's like nice being here, like recognizing all of us.
Remind us again your plans for next year.
I'm going to Concordia St. Paul for basketball. So.
Congratulations. Enjoy today.
Thank you.
2 more local Athena winners join us now, including Meredith Haakenson from Maple Grove. Meredith, a big day for you and all the girls here. Tell me what this moment means to you.
Yeah, it's super exciting. I'm super honored to be the Athena Award winner at Maple Grove. I think it just shows how much work everyone here has put in, and I'm super excited to be here.
I've talked to other girls from the large schools that we cover, and there's always so many good senior girls who could have been chosen. Does that make it special for you, knowing there are a lot of other teammates or girls in other sports that could have won this award?
Yeah, it does make it super special, but it easily could have been anybody else standing up here with me. I have a bunch of friends who are just as deserving as me.
For you, what was your favorite high school memory?
I think my favorite high school memory was the senior year, making it to the state championship game. And even though it didn't turn out the way we wanted it to, yeah, how much fun it was.
Did those years go by quickly?
They did. I remember my freshman interview when you said 2018, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have so much time until that comes. And now it's here, and I head off to college in a couple months.
Tell me about your plans for next year.
I am going to be a Michigan Wolverine, so I'm going to play soccer at the University of Michigan.
Congratulations on today.
Thank you so much.
Olivia Heckt from Armstrong, the fourth of our local nominees, joining us on the show, and congratulations, first of all, on winning this. Was this a goal for you? We talked to some girls that were aware of the award before.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to win this award coming into your senior year?
Yeah, it was always in the back of my mind, so it's really nice, and I'm really grateful that I won the award this year. So.
Your favorite experiences at Armstrong, what did you enjoy most athletically?
Probably, my senior volleyball season, our team became really close, and we worked really hard, and I thought we did really good. I was proud of us.
All the sports that you played, was it fun just to go from one to the other?
Yeah, it was actually. It was crazy. It was pretty busy all the time, but it kept me busy, and I had a lot of fun meeting a lot of people too.
The girls that are here today, do you know a lot of them? Have you competed against some of them?
Yeah, there are a lot of familiar faces around. So I've talked to a few that I've played against and gotten to know them already. So it's really nice being able to talk to people that normally, you're playing against.
Finally, tell us your plans for next year.
I'll be at the U of M, and then I'm undecided, so I haven't picked a major yet, but yeah.
Enjoy the rest of today. Congratulations.
Thank you.
A great day for all these Minneapolis area seniors honored today at the 2018 Athena Awards. Before we go to break and before our plays of the week, here's a look at all the local winners for this year. Moving, firing a shot and a goal.
Support Prism by attending the annual Taste of the Burbs fundraiser on Thursday, May 10th. Find out more at ccxmedia.org under Cities and in the Community.
Looking for local? Even more local? CCX Media gives you the option to connect with your community on multiple levels. CCX Sports brings you ultimate coverage in local prep sports with full game coverage of over 120 high school games a year with highlights and features on our daily newscast. Then, our weekly Sports Jam show gives you a close-up look at local athletes, highlights of local games, and in-depth interviews. Our content can be watched at home or on the go. Visit ccxmedia.org.
Tee off for North Hennepin Community College student support at the President's Cup Golf Classic on June 18th. Find out more at ccxmedia.org under Cities and in the Community.
And that will do it for this week's show.
Well, spring season zipping along after the slow start. Enjoy the weather. Get out and enjoy a game or match this week. We'll see you next time here on Sports Jam.